Before we start the show, let me tell you about our good friends and our sponsor of the podcast today, NordVPN. Are you ready to take your online security to the next level? We got an amazing deal for you from our sponsor, NordVPN. With over 10 years of experience, NordVPN is a leading VPN service provider known for its blazing speeds and top notch security features. Right now, NordVPN is offering our listeners an incredible end of the spring sale where you get a 2-year subscription for a whopping 74% off plus an extra 3 months free. This deal means you get unbeatable protection and privacy for just a fraction of the price. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Secure your online experience with NordVPN today and enjoy fast, safe browsing wherever you go. Click the link below or hit us up and get the exclusive deal. NordVPN is sponsoring this podcast. What's up, D fam? Welcome back to the greatest Houston-based podcast in the world, the Weekly D Podcast. I'm your host, DannyG, and today we got not only Mr. AOZ as a special guest, but we got another special guest holding a little chihuahua, my wife, Noelia. Woohoo! Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Hi.
You sound so excited. What's funny?
I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to fit in.
It's funny. She got nervous instantly as soon as we started. Her whole demeanor changed. But yeah, it's the Weekly D Podcast. What have you been up to, buddy?
Planning a wedding.
Planning a wedding, huh?
Yep.
It sounds like fun. Are you doing most of the planning, or is Nicole doing most of the planning?
I have to do most of the planning.
Oh,
she's very indecisive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't get it right because if you fuck this up, Alan, it's
no. I think me kind of doing the planning kind of took a lot of the stress off of her. So it kind of like inspired her to like throw ideas and be like, oh no, maybe we should do this, do that, do this, do that. And I'm like, good. Because I needed your input anyway.
I did great at planning, right?
You just showed up.
God. The truth comes out.
You just showed up.
No,
yeah.
I helped choose a place.
Not really.
That was the only place we could afford.
But didn't do any help in the research of finding a place.
No, you gave me options. I was like, this one. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did help with one thing.
What?
The food. I'm the one that suggested a railroad cafe.
Well, again, it was I did the research, and I told you I think this is the most affordable one, and it coincidentally was the one you wanted.
No.
Yes.
I mentioned, I was like, we should check this place out, see if they're affordable. I've heard they're pretty good, and they do catering.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't that. It was the fact that, like, okay, the dilemma was that my parents did not want Mexican food. And the only catering options in Richmond, Rosenberg area is Mexican food. And then I told my dad, what about like barbecue? And he was like, to eat with my hands? Because my dad has a weird thing about eating with his hands. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, he uses a knife and fork on everything.
For pizza. He cuts his pizza. And he eats it. Like with a fork. It's so weird.
It explains so much.
And so I saw, like, I could foresee a dilemma happening if we chose Mexican food. So I told Daniel that we should just pick Southern food. And for you to help me find Southern options in the Rosenberg area.
I gave you 2: Whip Pit and Old Railroad Cafe.
Yeah. And Railroad Cafe was
and
the
Blue
most
Jays
affordable.
Cafe.
Oh yeah, but
Which we didn't like the food.
yeah. I think Blue Jays was way too country.
I've been to Blue Jays. I've liked it, but a lot of people say that it's changed since like when they opened up.
Oh yeah, drastically.
Like the quality of the food, like the taste of it's gone down.
Yeah. No, when we tried it, it wasn't great. I'm gonna be honest. But Old Railroad Cafe, they were fucking awesome. Huge shout out to them. And they work with any budget, which is fucking dope.
Yeah, I think for us, more than likely it's gonna be a taco truck.
Nice.
A taco truck? I wanted a taco truck so badly. I wanted that or a buffet of pizza.
Yeah.
But my mom, again,
you're like, Alan, how dare you?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Where me and Noelia fucked up with our wedding is that we took too many suggestions and took into account like our parents rather than just doing us.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we both agreed that we would have rather just eluded.
Yeah.
And go somewhere else and get married in secret and come back.
Yeah. It was way too much drama. Are you guys having family drama at all? Because it's not a wedding unless you have family drama.
I don't think so. I mean, half of Nicole's family is like in jail, so.
God damn.
I mean, for sure, my father-in-law ain't gonna be there. He's locked up. Mother-in-law not invited.
Nice. Damn, you're really slimming down the guest list there.
Yeah. I mean, so the way it's going to be, there's probably going to be family drama, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck them.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's the best.
Yeah. So I was kind of like we were started off kind of like you guys, like wanting to like take suggestions and like accommodate kind of like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's what really made it super stressful. Yeah. And that's why like nothing got planned till like basically like this month is when it's starting.
Damn, dude.
like we had an idea, but we never were able to sit there and kind of like confirm it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were just kind of like, oh, you know, we'll do it like this. And we were stuck on it. And then somebody else would come in and say, well, what if y'all do this? And we were just like, you know what? That sounds good. And then it would just like start all over again. Like it felt like we were like halfway through planning and then we had to like start over again.
Yeah.
So then it stressed Nicole out quite a bit, and she was just like, "Can you like do most of the planning?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll just like take the stress off." But of course, I'm gonna run like almost everything by you, and yeah. So far, it's like I've chosen. Like I kind of went through the list of like how many guests, so there's gonna be like maybe 90 to 100 people.
Damn.
And that's like that.
No, we had about 100.
I think we had one.
But that's like immediate family and like a couple of friends thrown in there. But most of it's like immediate family. Like most of the list is my family.
Yeah.
Like Nicole has like maybe like 20 people, and the rest is me. Like on both sides of my family. And it's just immediate family. It's like
it's a half of Rosenberg.
Yeah, but I'm not doing half of Rosenberg.
And are you guys having like padrinos, like helping you guys pay the wedding?
So my godparents, they are paying for the food.
Okay.
Or at least they're putting money towards food. So they like, so like my godfather, he heard that I was getting married, and he was like, "Well, let Alan know that I'll put down 1,000 for food."
Oh, that's nice.
And I was like, okay. I said, I think it's doable. And whatever's left over, I think my mom and my dad are like the ones that are like, we'll take over from there. And then Nicole's uncle, he's taking care of the venue.
Okay.
So he was like, I'll pay for the venue. Don't worry about that.
That's so sweet. I love.
So there's that, and then as far as like decorations and stuff, I don't know where that's coming from, but there's a lot of people that have said that they're gonna help. So
nice. We can help with decorations.
Yeah,
we can make decorations.
I'd love to help with decorations.
I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know what all we're there for, like decorations wise yet.
Do you know where you're having the reception?
In Needville, over there. What is it? Is it American Legion or is it the Knights of Columbus? I can't remember.
It's from Knights of Columbus now.
It's over there by Daniel's parents' house.
American Legion doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Yeah, they closed it down. It's like a
realtor
office or something.
So no, not that one. It's in Needville. It's like,
is it Knights of Columbus?
I think it's Knights of Columbus. Yeah, I think it's Knights of Columbus because it's like if you keep going straight, that's where you run into the street to turn right to go to your parents' house. Mine's like the last street on the left.
Oh, it is Knights of Columbus.
And you go somewhere back there in that neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, on the backside of that neighborhood is the venue.
Yeah.
So
okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
are you gonna get married in a church?
No.
No.
So my mom's like best friend. I call her Tia. She's my white Tia because she's white.
Okay.
She became I believe she became a minister. I think is what she is. Up in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
She moved up to Dallas and she's like a minister of a church. She's gonna marry us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
Fuck yeah.
So the way it's going is, if it's a rainy day, more than likely we'll get married at the venue. If it's not a rainy day and her uncle hasn't sold his property because he put it up for sale, if he hasn't sold it by then, I want to get married under the big, I think it's like a big oak tree that's on the backside of their house.
Okay.
As kind of like a last happy memory at that property because Nicole grew up there basically.
Okay.
So it's kind of want to do that. But yeah, we're gonna have like a private ceremony.
Nice.
So like in your invitation, you will get private ceremony, and then there'll be another invitation that says you're invited to the private ceremony.
Oh, cool! So we get a secret invitation.
Yes. Not everybody knows.
I'm excited.
Now I know. Just for the bleep this up.
Yeah, we were gonna do it. We were gonna do it all in October, but then we moved it up because you said that Noelia was going out of town, and we were like, we kind of want everybody there, so we moved it up.
Thank you for that.
That's all sweet.
I didn't want Daniel crying like, "Oh, I wish my wife was here."
Yeah, right. I would party without her.
Yeah, he's so he would have totally been like, "Oh well."
Yeah. Sorry, buddy, but the beer's gonna have to come out of your own budget. Yeah, there is no open bar. It's a BYOB.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, BYOB is perfect.
Yeah,
I'll show up with the 48 pack.
Yeah, because the one that we were kind of thinking, like the type of wedding we were kind of thinking originally when we really wanted to like kind of go all out, was Lake Texana. There's a really old like white chapel there. It's like tiny, but it holds like over 200 people. We wanted to get married there, and then have like the reception at it's called the Marina. Okay. So it's like a building, and it has a pier, like a balcony pier, on Lake Texana.
Nice.
So if you looked out, you'd be looking out to the lake. And it was actually kind of affordable, but then Nicole was just like, yeah, but if everybody starts drinking, I'm worried about them making that drive. So we were just like, all right, we'll just stick to like Needville.
Oh, you just close one eye, you'll be fine.
Cool. I told her, I was like, what's it matter? Half your family drives drunk anyway. And she's like, you're right. But still, it stresses me out. I was like, I know.
Degenerates. Damn, that's cool though. I'm excited for y'all. You know, it's crazy too because y'all's wedding is gonna be like the weekend before my birthday.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's literally 2
2
days
days before. Yeah.
Damn.
So I'll never be able to forget y'all's anniversary.
Oh.
He probably still will.
I'll text you a week after. Oh, right around this time. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm excited. I'm pretty excited. I feel like also the other reason why we moved. The other reason why we like moved it up though was also because we were kind of like, I think we've been engaged for like 2 years now.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I think it's been 2 years now, almost 3.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
You
and
know, that went by so quick.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but we were looking back and we are like, damn, it has been that long, and we were like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go get married. Like, what? Why are we waiting?
There you go.
Yeah. So we moved it up.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Summer wedding too. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we really wanted like a fall wedding. We really wanted a fall wedding, but the way the weather's been going this month, man, dude, I don't know. It might be a rainy day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think by July it's gonna be quite.
It's probably gonna be hot by then, dude.
Knowing my luck, it's gonna be a fucking hurricane.
Right?
Gonna be like, God damn it. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to get married in the backyard.
It's okay, man. Look, Noelia's graduation like 3 weeks ago got canceled because of bad weather.
It's the day that
it's literally pouring today, so I'm just waiting for like the storm to get worse. Then they told us, we're rescheduled.
Is it raining at y'all's house?
Yeah,
dude, it's been pouring all day. Well,
really?
Like since 2. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There hadn't been at work. There hadn't been a drop, and here at the house there hasn't been a drop.
Oh no, it's been pouring here like all day, on and off.
Damn.
So I'm just waiting for the call, like rescheduling graduation one more time.
Again.
Wait, we're not supposed to tell people what school I go to. I don't want them to know.
Oh, okay. Bleep that out. I was gonna forget. Watch.
God.
I'll have to call them next week. God damn it! I didn't forget to bleep this out.
I'd be like, whoopsie, I forgot. You should have sent it in a text message.
About family drama, my uncle who gave us money for the venue.
Oh yeah.
You want to know what that? Bleep this out. This asshole did. Like, my aunt follows the podcast. Block her. I don't want her to follow the podcast. But like,
come on,
I'm just gonna leave that in there
because they're all the time.
No, you're not. No,
I'm here for the cheese guy.
Was literally okay. So we had dinner after. It was like a day or two after Daniel and I had toured the venue, and this, my grandma and my grandpa were at the table, and my uncle was asking us how the wedding planning was going. And I told them about the venue that we found. Uh-huh. And, we just needed to come up with money for the deposit. And my uncle, in front of my grandma and my grandpa, literally said, well, how much do you need? Mm-hmm. And I said, like $2,500, something like that. And he was like, well, Noelia, I'm going to give it to you as a wedding gift. Mm-hmm. A wedding gift. Can I please emphasize on a wedding gift? After the wedding happened, there was some drama that happened that has nothing to do with money, but the point is that he called the day after my wedding to apologize, or I am assuming to apologize because I didn't answer because we were too busy. Like, it was literally the day after a wedding. Why do you think I want to answer the phone to you and deal with the drama that you caused the day of my wedding? And so I let it go to voicemail. He didn't leave a voicemail. And I'm assuming it was to apologize. After that, I called back and I talked to my aunt and I was just like, I don't remember what I said. I thought we squashed it. Like, I thought it was like a civil, like, we're just going to pretend like it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. And then this bitch says that I only used him for his money. That I took the
Which
deposit.
We never asked.
That I took the deposit for, like, oh my God, I can't tell you how infuriating it is. Especially because I'm a college student. I don't have money to pay him back right now. Daniel and I are, we're starting from scrap. Like, we have no money to fall back on. Our parents didn't help us. I mean, your parents helped with catering, but like,
food, yeah.
there was no deposit for us to move in together. There was no nothing. Like, it's been us the whole time, us hustling and making it work. So I hate that I can't just throw the money back in his face and be like, here, like, I didn't want you for your fucking money. But this man is so entitled because he believes that everyone wants him for his money. Like, side note, he's super rich back in Peru. He owns a really big company back there. And
he's just a dick about it.
He's just a fucking dick. I don't even know why he goes around. And the thing is that he told that to my dad. He told my dad that I used him for his money. Like, the audacity that this man has. And the funny part is my dad was sitting at the table when he gave us the money.
Right. Which, again, no one ever asked him for money.
Exactly. I never asked him for it.
He just asked him how the wedding planning was going.
Exactly.
And it's not like we weren't going to come up with the money.
Yeah.
But he offered, and then after, he's like, oh, you guys just used me. We're like, we never asked.
Exactly.
He just gave it to us.
And then, you want to know something else, too? I sent everybody the wedding link for their, like, our registration for Target so they could buy us gifts. Uh-huh. I sent that to everyone. My aunt responded, and she was like, don't forget, we already got you a wedding gift. Like, really? No, I can't. My dad's side of the family, I don't get along. I'm cordial just because my grandma and my grandpa are still alive, but I don't get along with them. I don't know why they're so entitled.
I'm kind of glad I don't have that issue, like, on my family.
Yeah,
I don't really have any drama with anyone, and if I did, it was like squashed years ago.
Yeah, but then again, you're a guy. Like, guys tend to not have drama with anyone. You're like, I don't like you. Okay, cool.
Exactly. We don't put too much mind to it. We're just like, oh, okay.
Which is so bothersome. I can't stand it.
So there's something that I'm going to end up doing at my wedding, and I know it's going to be very controversial, and it's gonna start some shit. I know it's gonna start some shit.
Is it the walking by yourself?
No, I don't even know if we're gonna be walking. I have no idea. We're not there yet. But anyway, so you know how there's gonna be a private ceremony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma's not invited.
Oh.
Wait, can I know why?
Tell me why.
I just don't want my grandmother. So
you don't get along with your grandma though, right? You've talked about this before.
Yeah, so I'm not the favorite. But also
there's family drama.
But I'm not the favorite. So like it's kind of like more of like a bad taste in my mouth, so it's not really drama. It's more of like my younger cousin. Of course, he's like spoiled and everything by my grandmother. Like, she lets him get away with like murder. And it kind of sucks because me and the youngest, Bianca, we were able to tell that the way he's treated is completely different than how me and her get treated. So we both are kind of like, you know, whenever we go to like a family function and she's just like, oh, I love y'all, but y'all don't love me. And we were just like, okay, sure, Grandma. We know you don't really love us, so.
Right.
Do you know why?
So my cousin is the son of the favorite son.
Oh, wait, your grandma actually had favorite kids?
One.
I feel like every parent.
Well, technically two.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you're your mom's favorite. Obviously,
I am not my mom's favorite. Did you not see how she treated me on my birthday?
You're still her favorite. I'm obviously my mom's favorite.
Wait, edit that out too. You are your mom's favorite.
I'm my mom's favorite.
And your dad's favorite right now too.
Oh yeah.
I'm my mom and dad's favorite.
I'm me. You're the only
No, I can't say that. Nicole took that spot.
You've been robbed of your position, huh?
Yeah.
That's because she's white.
But it's okay. I'm the favorite in her family, so
it's okay. My mom and my
probably
dad,
because I don't do crack or anything.
My parents love Daniel more than they love me.
You're the only drug-free one in Nicole's family.
Pretty much. I have a clean record. I've never been arrested.
You're looking up over
there. And I have a stable government job, so I really don't think they have anything to complain about.
Talk about government jobs. Do you have Juneteenth off?
Yes.
You do? You son of a bitch.
I have it off, and then I have the Thursday and Friday after off because I gotta go to San Antonio.
I wonder nothing gets done in the government. Dude, honestly, I can't believe it's a federal holiday. Like, it does nothing with any other state.
Wait,
but
so
Texas.
Did you actually look this up, or are you just pulling this out your butt?
No, I looked it up. Juneteenth only happened in Texas. Texas was the last state to free the slaves.
I could have sworn it was for the whole South.
No, I looked it up. It was just Texas. It makes no sense that it's a federal holiday. It should be a Texas holiday. No.
You want to know?
It was Biden, right? That you said that made it a federal.
Yeah,
holiday?
The same guy that said if you don't vote for me, you ain't black is the same guy that celebrated.
Wow.
So you want to know like how I guess misinformed some of my coworkers are. They're like,
they don't even know what Juneteenth is.
They're like, what the fuck is Juneteenth? And one's just like, it's for the blacks, and they're all like rednecks or whatever. They're like, it's something about some fucking black holiday or something. And then the other one's just like, isn't it for the queers? So they don't know if it's LGBTQ or if it's like Black History Month Day or some shit. They're confused.
I think there's a different kind of semen. I just find it wild, dude. That it's a federal holiday when it literally only did with Texas. That was the only state where they didn't know that they were free. Till like, what was it, like a year later or 2 years?
I wonder why Biden made it a federal holiday.
Because he's for the blacks. Again, if you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black.
I mean, I guess he has to do something while he's in office.
I don't know. I'm genuinely convinced at this point that Biden's just a meat puppet. I don't think it's a real person anymore.
Nah, it makes you wonder what he's gonna do down in Florida.
with Russia's submarines right off the coastline?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Russia moved, 67 submarines and ships?
No, it was... So what's happening is there's a set of ships coming over to Cuba.
Yeah, but there's submarines as well.
Yeah, so the one that I was reading that hit like today that everybody was talking about was that the U.S. has a line of ships off the coast of Florida with like Apache helicopters and stuff going up and down the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, why? And I looked it up. Apparently Russia has 3 ships and a nuclear powered submarine coming from over there to along the coast of Florida to Cuba.
Yeah, and they have like self-guided missile systems. They have all sorts of stuff, and it's funny because I was reading a report on it, and apparently the U.S. warned them to move the ships off. If not, they're going to take it as an act of war. And Biden and Putin apparently responded, "Oh, it doesn't feel good to have enemy ships in your waters, does it?" Because the U.S. did this.
Did you see that Google recently took off Palestine from the map?
Really?
Yeah. And named the entire state Israel. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, they literally did that recently.
That's so crazy.
I don't understand. I don't understand why we have to get involved in everything.
Because we're the U.S.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, because we're currently involved in 2 wars now. We've got Russia with, what is it, Karev?
Ukraine.
That's a proxy war.
Or Ukraine.
Yeah. The
Um,
Israel-Palestine proxy war.
yeah.
The one in Nigeria that nobody's talking about.
Oh, I never even heard of that one.
Yeah, there's a proxy war. There's multiple proxy wars in Africa and Nigeria.
What's a proxy
A
war?
proxy war is a war where the U.S. funds it, but never.
Wait, is that your cat, Alan?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's his cat.
Oh, okay, I thought it was our cat.
No.
Our cat's in heat again, so I was like, is that Cleo?
Huge shout out to our sponsor, Rexing Inc. If you're looking to upgrade your gear, now is the perfect time. Rexing is a US based company specializing in top quality dash cams, hunting cameras, and body cams designed to meet every driver and adventurer's specific needs. And great news right now, Rexing is still running their huge Memorial Day sale where you can get up to 50% off select dash cams and game cams. Whether you need to protect yourself from bad drivers or capture your outdoor adventures, Rexing has you covered with unbeatable deals. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Head over to Rexing now and gear up with the best in tech and security. Hit that link in the show notes, in the episode notes, or if you're watching on YouTube, hit that link in the show. But back to what I was saying before you interrupted. A proxy war is a war where a country funds the war but never steps foot in the country or has their own troops fighting.
Oh, I didn't know that was an actual term.
Yeah, they just supply weapons and money.
But what's going on in Nigeria? Why are they fighting?
Something with the Chinese. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I know it's with the Chinese. And then the Chinese had to send a message to the U.S. and Russia today, and saying let's not start a nuclear war just yet, because again, Putin has all those ships over there by Cuba.
That is such a cute cat.
And you just destroyed everyone's ears.
That is the cutest freaking cat ever. Aww. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
We should put him with Cleo. Do you know how cute their babies would be?
Oh, he ain't got no nuts, so.
Oh, you cut him?
Yeah, they're cut off. Oh. I had to, because I don't want him spraying everything.
Okay, sorry. Back to the war.
He's meowing because he's hungry. Even though he gets fed like 3 times a day.
Damn, really?
Yeah, he eats and then he runs around and he's like burning it off. He barely has any weight on him.
You're not supposed to feed cats that much. You're supposed to let them hunt for their own food too.
But he also nibbles. Like he doesn't eat it all in one setting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it also doesn't help that Waterloo goes up behind him when he's done eating and like cleans the bowl of whatever's left. So then now he's sitting here like meow, meow, and then you're like, "What's wrong?" And then he runs over to his container of food and like rubs up against it, like, "I want more food."
Just don't let your dogs eat the cat food because it could cause bleeding. And
they don't listen.
Yeah, I didn't know this, but cat food can cause internal bleeding in dogs.
You hear that, Waterloo?
It happened to Maui.
Eating all that cat food, internal bleeding.
Yeah, Maui ate a bunch of cat food one day, and he started shitting blood, and I started freaking out, but found out that it's because of the cat food.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, we try not to let it.
So,
proxy war.
So what's gonna happen with? I'm actually, I hate learning about the news because it makes me so anxious.
Oh, aren't you glad that I literally follow news all day?
Yeah.
On Twitter, that's literally all I follow on Twitter is news sites and lawyers and stuff.
Wait,
all Daniel's gonna do is text me and be like, "Get to the bunker."
you should tell us about the dwarf planet.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, so I've been listening to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts, and do you know who Terrence Howard is? The actor.
No.
Okay,
if I see a picture of him, I might know.
Have you ever watched the first Iron Man?
Yes.
Do you remember his best friend?
Yes.
The black guy
that got replaced.
Yes.
Okay, that guy in the first movie.
Yeah, like a young version of Ice-T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him. So that guy is apparently a fucking genius. He's a scientist. He has like 120 something patents in the U.S. He's an inventor, a mathematician. Like, dude's super fucking smart, right? And one day he was on the podcast, which I've listened to this podcast like 4 times. Still can't wrap my head around everything he said. I'm still trying to understand it. Pretty much, he explained how like the sun disperses like matter and some shit. And when it reaches a certain distance away from the sun, there's like a sweet spot where if that matter goes in there, it could form into a planet. And if it stays in there long enough, it can develop life. Right? So, like, that's kind of what happened with Earth. Earth kind of like split off a little bit and got to a sweet spot that stayed in there long enough. And then it slowly drifted out of the sweet spot. And Mars almost made it to the sweet spot, but never did. Right? But, little known fact, there's a planet between Mars and Earth.
Well, to be fair, first of all, they thought it was a moon of Mars.
Oh, yeah, they thought it was a moon of Mars because it's like an asteroid, but it's a dwarf planet. And when NASA looked at it, they discovered lights on the planet. And they thought, oh, this could just be a reflection of like the water because the planet has water and stuff. Okay? Mm-hmm. So they go to the dark side. They explore the dark side of it with satellites and stuff. There's lights on the dark side. This planet's been in that sweet spot where apparently life could grow.
I mean, the fact that it has water,
and it has
that
water
alone is what am I trying to say?
It can carry organisms.
No, that it has life.
Oh
just by having water.
Yeah,
I mean, it's feeding bacteria.
Yeah. So apparently, it has almost as much water as the Earth, and it's 2/3 the size of Mars.
So it's smaller.
So technically, we could have had aliens a long time ago, and just never were taught about it because we don't even get taught about this planet. It's called Ceres. It's Ceres. If you look it up, you will find pictures of it, and you can see the glimmer of lights, even on the dark side. It is so fucking crazy.
I find it so funny and cute how much you love aliens and like the idea of other.
Joe Biden's a fucking alien. I bet you anything there's like a little gray person inside Joe Biden. Have you not seen how much he dysfunctions? He's like a badly programmed robot. Yeah. He slurs.
Well, he's old.
But he doesn't.
So
okay,
old.
If you look at the Joe Biden now and the Joe Biden that went into office,
let me see.
They look completely different. They look completely different.
Really?
Yes. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I also want to use DuckDuckGo. I don't want to use Google anymore.
No, I only use DuckDuckGo for podcasting purposes. But yeah, dude. So Joe Biden does not look like the same Joe Biden.
Yeah, something about his ear. His ear is different.
His face, his head.
Well, I mean, he definitely looks like he's had some sort of Botox.
I mean, he also.
His eyes look very dark.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like what is it? The iris or the pupil? I don't know which one it is. But basically, the part that's like the color of your eye, it looks bigger.
No, even his. I was looking at a picture earlier today, and even his like head shape looks different.
Wait, I don't want the camera to see me.
Hold on. Where is it?
Oh, he was handsome when he was younger.
He was also a racist.
That was what?
He wasn't handsome.
No, that was 8 years ago.
I'll show you this one too. Joe Biden.
Wait, that's him? No way.
Yeah, that's before and after. That's a picture of someone else in the middle. Let's see if we can.
Wait, I need another picture. Oh. There's no way that's the same guy.
Joe Biden.
Give me another picture.
No, that's him.
Give me another picture. Because I only remember this face. I don't remember the other one. Give me another picture.
Alan, what do you think? Same person, different person?
Daniel, give me another picture.
So,
look, this is a younger Joe Biden. This is a current Joe Biden.
So I remember the one that's like the younger one.
Look
I
at this.
kind of remember
You are
him.
not the same person. Oh, that's a
That's
deep.
that's a drastic difference.
Like the eyes are a little different.
Well,
the
what if
nose.
they use like you know how important people have like lookalikes?
You can't tell me that's the same person.
You can't tell me that they have a body double sitting there messing up every single message and thing that he's
are you
doing.
really going to tell me they have a body double when we see him crapping his pants on national TV all the time? I genuinely believe Joe Biden's not the real Joe Biden.
Yeah, because
might be
from
a
when
stupid
Obama was in
conspiracy
office, that Joe Biden looks completely different compared to the one that's in office now.
Yeah, like Joe Biden with Barack. I'm telling you.
Have you guys talked about the conspiracy that that Michelle Obama is a man?
Look, even this Joe Biden looks different. I'm sure we've talked about Barack's husband and wife, but that's a different Joe
No,
Biden.
we didn't talk about that.
That is a very different Joe Biden.
Yeah, even the picture that's next to that one, the one that's looking at the backside of the head of Obama, that's a different.
That is not the same Joe Biden we have now.
Look up a current picture. Leave that one up.
I'll do this
Cat.
one.
Ow.
So I genuinely believe, and like I know this is all conspiracy, but I genuinely believe that the Joe Biden we have right now is like either a terrible clone or someone in a meat puppet. I mean, look at this Joe Biden. Looks nothing like the Joe Biden we have now. Doesn't even look like this one. Look at sad Joe Biden. I'm looking like a Muppet right here. Now let's compare him to. This is great for audio, by the way.
Why? Oh, the
they can't
clicking?
do the pictures.
Oh, they can't?
I mean, the video people will be able to see it, but not the audio people.
Anyways, I don't know why we're talking about Biden.
She brought it up.
He's our current presidente. I'm telling you, Joe Biden's not the real Joe Biden. He's not the real one. They've changed. How much you want to bet there's like three like cloned Joe Bidens?
Do you think that there's such thing as clones?
Oh, for sure.
They already exist.
They already exist.
Like of humans?
Yes. I mean,
I don't know about humans, but like on like certain animals and stuff, they're already cloned.
I know on animals, but like humans.
Think about it this way: if they've already cloned an animal openly, what tells you that they haven't cloned?
Well, then why do you think there's such a huge black market for organs?
They're selling cloned organs on the black market now.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
that's the whole point why they've been cloning animals. Like right now, they're growing like what is it, kidneys and pigs, human kidneys and pigs. Yeah, they're.
But that's growing. But that's on the black market, or is that for medical purpose? Like,
well, it's not legal anymore. It's unethical.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's unethical.
Yeah, because they're also selling like cloned like cow meat.
Yeah.
At certain stores, grocery stores.
Chick-fil-A changed their chicken to clone chicken.
Well, I know that the U.S. made it legal to have lab-grown meat.
Yeah, now, but nowhere else in the world is it legal.
No, I know, but what I'm saying,
it's unethical. A lot of places in the world are considering it unethical. But I bet you want to know where I bet there's a lot of cloning that already exists in sex trafficking.
I don't think so.
I bet you there is. There's so much money in sex trafficking. Imagine if they can sell the same little boy or girl for hundreds and thousands of dollars. And they just
how much money would it take to actually replicate, like grow? We have in vitro. That's a lot of money.
We have test tube babies.
I know, but do you know how much in vitro costs? Do you know how much surrogacy costs?
You know how much money the
It's
sex
about
trafficking trade makes?
$50,000 for one surrogate.
Oh,
And let me just say that is not even a fair price to pay for a surrogate. Like, anyways, that's beside the point. If you break it down, it's making $7.25. Actually, I think it's $6 an hour if you break down the cost of a surrogate. And they only get paid $50,000.
that's expensive for a lot of people.
but have you ever met a pimp named Slipback? He don't care. He don't pay them fairly.
I'll tell you. I bet you cloning and sex trafficking is going to be a thing. If it's not a thing already.
I mean, they shut down the robots.
Right? They shut down the robot whorehouse. I think
it's a lot cheaper to just steal kids than to clone.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, let's say Bill Clinton, for example, has like this one blonde little girl that he's obsessed with, right? And she's getting older, so he clones her to keep her at the same age and just keeps cloning her. And bada bing, bada boom.
I don't know. I find that very hard to believe that that's actually happening.
I feel like that's such a thing that could happen. What do you think, Alan? I mean, we had Epstein Island.
I can see it.
Just think about it.
There'd be a market for it.
There's definitely going to be a market for it.
I guess so.
It's better than getting. Well, I'm not going to say that.
What are you gonna say?
I'd rather not say it. It's
I don't want to be on a watch list.
It's fine, but guys. Oh, talking about pride, did you see that in Peru they made it illegal to be trans?
I love that.
Like they straight up, they're like, nope. If you're trans, they will put you in jail, and not in jail, in a mental health facility.
As they should.
That's pretty crazy. You know, Alan was considering transitioning.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
No, he was not. You're being bullied now.
When I met him, he was like mid consideration.
Yeah. For some reason, they thought I had a sex change when all I had was metal plates put into my right limbs.
What'd you say? I'm bilingual. There's difference.
Fucking stupid bitch.
Can you imagine if the U.S. decides to do that to like all the trans people here? Okay, I'll take it back what I just said. I mean, I say good because there's so much bad that comes with transition. Like with this, like I don't know, new movement with trans, they're just taking it too far.
For me, in my opinion, do you, boo, but stop trying to shove it down my throat.
Exactly.
That and like don't let kids do it.
Yeah.
So they're adults.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say at least
if we have laws against smoking and laws against drinking, there should be a law against cutting your penis off or sewing up your cooter.
Exactly. At least make it like at the age of 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's going to do any good in Peru to do that just because it's going to make all those people that are trans, and go into hiding, and then it's going to cause a whole movement again.
See, that's the thing. I feel like
all the extreme.
I feel like laws against trans is like laws against abortion. There's no right way to do it. Yeah. It's one of those things where the best thing you can do must be 18 or over to do it. Must be a legal adult before you can do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because like there's no right way to do
it. There has to be a set of testing and like therapy that you have to go through before they
that's what I'm saying.
You like, okay, yeah, you're
like clearly... The more I think about it, the transition surgery and abortions are so similar in the aspect where it should be considered a mental health thing, or like you should really be sure of your decision before you go through with it.
Yeah,
right,
for sure.
And like, let's not outlaw it. Just put some regulations on it. Make someone think twice before they cut the stump.
Yeah.
Or kill the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's really no way of reversing it back.
Yeah.
There's no way of going back. Like
honestly, I feel like that's the only way you can do that right is like not go crazy.
And I love that the trans community, like I mean, I love and I hate, but there's like an extremist side.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the trans people that are like, okay, this is, you know, you're not just born trans, you're made trans, and you can't, it's not safe for you. Like, I love that those trans people are speaking, because they're validating everyone else's like opinions on it that are not trans. Because I don't know if you've seen videos like that, but I've seen so many. I mean, I guess this pops on my mind, but there's so many people that are trans that like speak up, and they'll, what is this, when you stitch? Is it stitch? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, on TikTok.
Yeah, and they'll like respond to a video about somebody, because like I saw this one teacher who's trans, right? And she was like, I just got hired in an elementary school, and I don't know how I want to introduce myself to the kids. I don't know if I should teach them to call me they, them, all these pronouns, and like, why are you confusing children? Yeah. In your confusion, in your delusion, in your brain, why are you confusing kids? Yeah. And what I hate is there are public schools that are now hiring these woke people, making the confusion even more on the children.
That's all because of the stupid diversity inclusion hire things they have to do. Yeah. Like, it's mandated by law, isn't it, or by the government, that you have to make one diversity hire?
No, I understand.
You have to have like a certain percentage per like body, like overall count or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I find that kind of dumb. Diversity hires are the stupidest. Like, in my head, right? It's like, if you hire someone that can do the job,
it should be someone.
It should be the best person that can do the job. It shouldn't matter what color they are, what race they are.
It's almost like the scholarships that are like for Latinos or like for Black kids. There's no scholarship specifically for white people, because that would be considered racist. But it is completely okay to say there's a Black scholarship for African American kids, or there's a Latino only scholarship.
That's true.
I mean, there's so many ways that you can twist it. But anyways, there's kids in schools now that are white that are fighting back. Those inclusion scholarships, because it's racist.
Yeah,
it's discrimination.
I don't know. I find a lot of these things stupid. It's like a super overcorrection that didn't need to happen.
It's kind of going back to like wedding planning. Too many goddamn opinions. Just fucking do you.
Yeah. Honestly, Alan, that's the best thing.
You can't please everybody.
That's the best. Look, there's always gonna be someone that's gonna complain about the decorations. There's always gonna be someone that's gonna complain about the food. There's always gonna be someone that's gonna complain about the music choice. But just do you. Be happy on your day.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best advice I can do. Choose whatever you and Nicole like. The wedding's for y'all. It's not for anyone else. They're just lucky they're invited to
First
the party.
Person to bitch, I'm gonna be like, security.
I'm a bitch on purpose.
Security. How you hating from outside the club when you can't even get in?
Exactly. Just do you, man. So, I thought of a really fun segment we can do today, where we give you unsolicited wedding.
Say it again.
I can't speak. Unsolicited marriage advice.
Okay.
All right, baby, take it away.
No, I actually didn't think you actually wanted to do this section.
Well, first thing, Alan, porn will kill a relationship. I learned that the hard way.
1000% will kill a relationship.
Addiction will kill a relationship.
Addiction will ruin a lot of things, especially a relationship. So don't be an addict.
Communication is key.
Communication is key, for the most part.
If you have naked pictures of each other, don't leave it out for family members to accidentally find.
When you take a picture of your new pet, make sure that your toys are not in the background.
You know pictures?
That story?
Of course I know.
Oh my God.
You know pictures? I have not been to. Let me talk about the South Padre situation.
Yo, when did you ask me if you could tell that?
I don't know. I just have forgiveness. Also,
Oh my God.
it's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for forgiveness.
Guys, what is this? You that story went on air.
I told you.
That's private.
You're outside.
What?
Blink twice.
I'm
Blink twice
sorry.
if you're in danger.
Daniel, no, you didn't. Oh,
Oh, good times, good times.
you're blocking her from your Instagram, from your everything. She's not allowed. Oh my
Sorry.
God.
That was like 100 episodes ago.
What the fuck? And that is why I'm not showing my face on camera.
Oh.
Oh, good times, good times.
Not good times.
Good times. That was a good laugh. We needed that. Did I ever tell you about what happened in South Padre with pictures?
I think what's funnier.
I don't think so.
No, Daniel, the funnier story is the one that happened with my sisters.
I don't know. It was pretty bad what happened
No,
with
I
South
don't
Padre.
think so.
So, Noelia took a full frontal picture of me when we were in South Padre, the hotel.
And it was a Polaroid picture.
And it was a Polaroid, right? And we left it on the like counter right under the TV.
I don't even know what I did.
And we left the room. And as we were leaving, we saw the cleaning crew, which was an old lady with her daughter, about to go into our apartment. I didn't think anything of it, right? We just left. We come back. All the pictures that she had taken of me were in a different spot and on the floor. So, long story short,
sure that you traumatized that little
I'm
girl.
sure. I'm sure someone saw my nudes. Because that shit was on the floor. We left
They're probably on somebody's Instagram story.
Probably. I probably
or Snapchat reminder of, hey, on this date.
Right?
No, the story was this weekend. My sisters were decorating my apartment for my birthday.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
in the shower. Daniel, I don't know where you went. You weren't here.
I was in Houston.
Yeah. And so my sisters were, I told them, just decorate the living room area. And my husband has this little spot right here in his desk where he had a nude picture of me. No, you're not going to show it, Daniel.
It's not there. I moved it. I was making sure.
And I mean, it's a blurred picture, sort of, but like you could definitely make out what's there. And my sister hopped on his desk and decided to put like a decoration up there in that corner. And she literally she decided to look to her right. And my sister, okay, so it's so funny because Camila was talking to her and Bella all of a sudden was like, she started crying. And Camila was like, what's wrong? And Bella was like, Maya. And then she just kept crying. And Camila was like, what is it? And then she comes and they both see the nude picture of me. And like, it was like a crying session for my little sister who got traumatized. And then on top of that, when I got out the shower, she was like, and I know you did it on this couch because of the on the couch. It was, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. And I told you, put that picture away. I don't want somebody to see that. And you left it on your desk.
I look at it when I'm having a long day at work. It just motivates me to keep working harder.
Yeah, damn.
Other thing of advice, put your pictures on.
Put your pictures away.
Yeah, damn.
Which I'm sure they have experience with Dylan being around all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Do what now? What's my experience with Dylan being around all the time?
No, she said that she's sure y'all have experience of hiding stuff because Dylan's around all the
time. Yes, but also Dylan has no sense of privacy. no sense of privacy, dude. Like, he doesn't understand that if it's not his, don't open it.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So he'll sit there and, like, if he's bored, he will open every single one of your drawers, like, just looking through it. If your phone lights up, he looks over at your phone to see what messages or who's calling. If you're looking something up on your phone, he's, like, right here in your shoulder watching what you're looking at.
Oh my god.
If he's especially bad when it comes to Cheese Man, because if he hears Cheese Man in the kitchen, he's sitting there like
eavesdropping.
Yeah, trying to listen, and I'm like, take your ass to your room. But one thing that he's finally learned, and it's only taken like 5 years, is knock before you enter my room.
What do you say? I heard y'all knocking.
No. So he has a bad of like where he like runs into the room and the door just swings open. And there's like a few times that like Nicole's like coming out the shower or whatever, and she needs to like grab a towel or something, and it's just like, dude, knock. And then there's like a few times where like I'm coming out the shower and I forgot to grab clothes, and I'm like opening the bathroom door, and Nicole's like, no. I'm like, why? And I peek my head, and I was like, God damn, dude, like, no.
You should just traumatize him and stand there, do some fun ass thing.
Nah, dude.
Superman pose.
He terrifies me sometimes, because sometimes he be looking. He be giving me that look, and I'm like, dude, I swear, I don't think you're into chicks.
What's the funniest thing he's ever caught you guys doing? Like, has he ever snuck in or like walked in on y'all?
He's like, I hope not.
No.
He's looking.
I think the most embarrassing thing was like happened like a couple weeks ago, where like I was having like sometimes when I take a shower, like I'll put on like the Bluetooth speaker and like I'll play all kinds of music or whatever, and like really get into like the music. And I don't remember what it was. But I think I was trying to like serenade Nicole or whatever, and I swung open the bathroom door. This motherfucker's just standing there like, hi. And I'm like, what are you doing in my room?
That's awesome.
I mean, he didn't see nothing, but
at least you hope.
But that was like one of those moments where like I opened the door and I'm like, I think I was like singing to Nicole or whatever, and she was just like, no. And I was like, why? And I was like, man, Dylan, you're such a buzzkill. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That's pretty funny.
And now he knocks, and he knocks loud, very loud.
Like
and sometimes I'm like, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, dude, you don't have to knock that loud. I appreciate that you're knocking, so I'm not going to really complain, but Jesus Christ, dude, don't try to break my door down.
Look, man, he's just trying to be heard, not seen.
I guess.
That's pretty
I don't
fucking
think
hilarious.
we have any embarrassing stories like that, do we?
I don't
like
think so.
Whenever we used to have sex.
Maui's never sniffed your...
Oh my God.
Is he like in your ear licking his lips, or
he's just watching,
climbing up on the bed, accidentally licking Daniel's butthole?
One time he was just watching us, and I made you stop and put him in his cage and cover it with a blanket.
He'll literally just sit there and watch.
He's like, so this is how I was born, huh?
I can't think of any stories at my parents.
I remember one time at your parents' house when we were dating, I had snuck into your room.
I remember that. And my dad was right outside of my
your
door.
Your dad walked downstairs, yeah.
I remember.
Did he try to open it? Or
no,
he knocked. Someone knocked.
Oh, I don't remember, but I just remember you have never grabbed your underwear so fast and just put it on and
I dove out the window, like dove. Took off running down the street.
Only put your underwear on too.
I booked it down the street because as soon as I jumped out, someone turned the light on the porch. And I was just like, what the fuck is this?
You would also be sneaky about it. Like
I would leave.
You would leave and park your car like seven houses down. Oh my gosh, I remember those nights.
I remember I jumping out. I like dove out, rolled, and got up and started.
Oh my gosh!
Thank God we're married now. With my fucked up knee, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd get stuck.
Thank God they don't have a Ring camera.
Right?
Honestly.
Are you
planning to move out when you guys get married?
Not really. I'm broke.
That's fair.
I'm broke and in debt.
I think that for us, it was so like, it was such a relief.
Honestly, yes. I feel like Alan's situation is a little bit different because he has a lot better relationship with his parents than both of us had with our parents.
Yeah,
but I also have like
little siblings there. I had little siblings in the house, so that was another thing.
What'd you say, Alan?
I said, but I also have like 6 dogs, so that makes it kind of hard to move out.
Oh, that's true.
Because not every place that I go to rent or whatever is going to be like, oh yeah, you can bring all your dogs here.
No, for an extra $500 a month.
Yeah, and then if it was an apartment, there'd be a limit of 2 animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's good though that you have that relationship with your parents. I cannot tell you how bad I was. I was so ready to leave my parents.
No, house. You know that I think it was like the night after our wedding, or no, I think it was it was one of the weekends that we decided to come stay at my parents. You remember how we were staying at your parents and my parents, and it was like when we were like a week married or something, and we weren't like we went to bed, and I had the twin bed, and then you had your inflatable bed, and you were just like, I'm not sleeping on that thing. I've waited too long to sleep with my wife, and I'm going to sleep with my wife. And I remember both of us tried to fit into this tiny twin bed, but we tried to have sex that night.
It didn't work.
No, and we did. And then the next day, I went downstairs. My mama. She heard the squeaking of the bed. And the thing is that, like, I played it off to, like, oh, it's because Daniel really wanted to sleep in the same bed with me, and so we were trying to, like, squeeze in the bed. But, like, we totally had fun that night, and she heard the squeaking right above the living room where her and Angela were at.
Probably heard the knocking.
Oh my gosh, I think that was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened.
That's pretty funny.
Because I know my mom knew. She just pretended to not know.
Yeah. I'm sure
she chose not to know.
As many times as we would do it at my mom's house, at my parents' house, I'm sure they did.
I wonder if your mom heard us.
I'm sure they had at least once. Especially because my room was adjacent to the living room.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think your parents cared much.
They turned the TV up a little bit.
I don't think they cared.
They're like, man, must be nice to be young. Your mom would I think she would allow it just because she wants grandkids.
Right.
Because like, as long as they're making
one. Mom's grandkid crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told my parents about how we were going to move up the date. And my dad said, look, man, I don't care when you get married. Okay? I really don't. He said, but I expect the day after you get married, I'm ready to be a grandpa any day. And I was like, oh, god damn.
It's putting the pressure on you.
Yeah. I was like, oh, god damn.
I hope his wedding gift to you is a pack of Gatorade and some bananas.
That or Viagra. That White Rhino 9000.
Oh my gosh.
That Blue Chew.
That's you know what? That's what I'm gonna get you for a wedding gift.
Don't do that.
What, Blue Chew?
No, a pack of Gatorade and some bananas.
Oh. I was like, damn, dude. I wouldn't mind trying some Blue Chew. See if that shit works.
Same day as your wedding, you're gonna be exhausted. Daniel and I didn't even have sex our wedding night. We were so tired.
Didn't consummate the marriage. God damn.
Not till the next day.
Yeah. I was so exhausted. By the time we finished taking all 50 something bobby pins out of my hair, we showered and we knocked out.
Yeah, it was a long ass day, dude.
Yeah.
If you do a church wedding, just be prepared for a long ass day. I remember it was so long.
Yeah. I was so tired by the time we were done.
Well, yeah, because y'all had to do like what, a mass, and then it was like the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ceremony. Yeah.
Oh, the mass was the ceremony.
Yeah. I mean, not the reception.
Yeah.
Also, good advice for your wedding: be prepared for everything to go not the way you're expecting it to go.
Oh yeah.
Nothing went the way our wedding.
Really? I think.
No,
you're
no,
right.
you were so bad that
I
day.
don't even remember anymore.
A lot of things did not play it the way they were supposed to.
Yeah.
So be prepared for things to go wrong, and just roll with the punches.
You know, I really don't know what's gonna go wrong.
Especially like if you need somebody. Oh, one thing I didn't plan on. Like I had all the decorations set.
The bubble machine.
No, I had all the decorations set, but I didn't plan on having somebody be there to set up the decorations.
Oh.
And that was
a last minute thing.
Yeah, that was such a headache to get together.
Yeah.
See,
because I wasn't there to let them know how I wanted it either. They just had to do it.
Yeah.
Even though I labeled the boxes and I sent pictures, it still didn't come out the way that I envisioned it to come out.
It still came out pretty good.
I mean, it was
the
beautiful.
Christmas trees.
No, our venue was absolutely beautiful. And
I liked it.
to how we found it, it was a very beautiful setup.
Yeah.
But stupid binders! I can't believe he didn't take down the stupid saran wrap thing that he had surrounding the venue. It was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
It was so hot in our venue.
Yeah, I wish he would have rolled it out.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't want to. He told us that he would have. Anyways, but regardless, that was a whole. Now I'm remembering everything that went wrong.
You're like,
this is a good time to end the podcast.
Blink twice if you need help.
I'm blinking. Oh man!
I mean, none of it was your fault.
I know. I did my job. I paid everybody.
No, dude, I don't know. Looking at marriage, I want to say me and Nicole tend to look at you and Noelia and then my buddy Isaac and his wife Danielle as like examples of, you know, what to do right. Like, cause,
oh, that's sweet.
you know, it's gonna be like a struggle, but it's nice to see examples of people that struggle together and make it.
Well, I can tell you for sure, Alan, I may not be the best person to look at for doing the right thing because I've done a lot of wrong at the beginning of this relationship.
Oh, that reminds me.
But you've done a lot of.
But like, just kind of like sticking together, like through the lows and the highs, kind of thing.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like the constant communication, the constant problem solving, like getting through it,
Well,
like
I mean,
not giving up.
Do you and Nicole even have problems? Because I mean, the way that I see you and Nicole, it's like you guys have been friends for so long, right? And through it was your relationship, and you guys live together too. So I think you guys have a really good kind of idea of what it's like to cohabitate. I mean, the only difference is now you're married.
Yeah.
You know, I think you guys make a really good team. And not to mention you guys are like involuntarily, right? You became a dad with Dylan and
I don't claim that bastard.
Fucking Alan.
And so, such a pain in my ass that he makes me worry that I'm not going to be a good dad.
Well, I think it's also different because he's like, he doesn't see you as his dad, right?
Well, also he came with like his own problems.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you and Nicole are a really great couple. Very cute together. And I think you guys are going to do great.
I think so too, but it's always nice to look at like other people and just kind of be like, see, like if they can do it, then we most definitely can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't really fight. I mean, there's like some times where like, of course, like we're stressed out and you know things are like tense, but we try our best not to say anything in those moments until we've calmed down.
Yeah, that's for the best.
Yeah,
One
because
thing I can tell you don't do is don't do what I like to do. When I see Noelia is like frustrated or pissed off, I like to push her buttons.
oh, I do that too. Nicole hates it when I do that.
Like I will push her buttons to the point where she's just
No,
ready.
but you don't do that when I'm like actually mad.
Oh no. But you don't ever get actually mad at me because I fuck with you all the time. Like when I notice she starts getting mad, I start fucking with him, teasing her.
Oh, but what I was gonna say earlier. So, so for like the last like 2 days, I've been trying to like kind of like coordinate on like the planning of the wedding and everything. Like really focusing on it. But I've been so busy at work that I didn't really have a chance to like really call my mom and say, hey, you know, this is what we're gonna do. This is what I'm thinking. About like the venue and everything, kind of like just running it by her because she was gonna help plan and everything. So I told her all that, and then I was just like, all right, let me call Nicole and I'm gonna run it by her. So I called her and I was like, guess what? She's like, what? And I said, I don't know how the wedding planning has officially started, but I have no idea how the fuck it's gonna go. And she was like, why? And I said, because I gave everything in absolute total control to Daniel. And she said, oh no. Oh no. I said, so if there's like big booty strippers or whatever showing up, I mean, that's out of my control. I mean, I don't know what to do. Like he's in charge of planning the wedding now. She was like, oh no. Oh no.
What kind of reputation do you have, Daniel?
I have a great reputation. God, I used to belong to the streets. You saved me.
I saved you.
And then like, and what's funny is that like just before that, I was messing with her because I went to Home Depot for work, and I was looking for some type of hinges, and there was like a chick that worked there. She asked if I needed help, and so I was looking for a piano hinge, right? And she's like, "What's it called?" And I was like, "A piano hinge. It's like it's a continuous hinge. You can basically cut it at any point and make it whatever length you want." And she was like, well, since it's called a piano hinge, does it make any noise? And I'm like, oh my god. So so it was kind of awkward after that point because it was like, this is like borderline flirtation. And so then when I checked out and everything, I went back into the car and I called Nicole and I was like, hey, I almost called your ass to come over here to the local Home Depot because I needed you to come whoop a bitch's ass. And she was like, why? What happened? You don't know the audacity this bitch had to fucking talk to me the way she did. She was like, uh-oh. What'd you say? And I was like, do you understand that this bitch had the audacity? I have a ring on my finger and she was flirting with me. She's like, Alan, you better stop. You about to make me mad. And I said, nah, but she was flirting with me. She was trying to crack jokes and shit. And she's like, you better be fucking playing. And I was like, no, it actually happened, but it was I exaggerated a little bit. And she's like, ooh, you motherfucker. And she was like, well, even though I don't like it, I guess you still got it. And I was like, you know what it is? It's this work uniform. Because I got a new work uniform, like an actual button-up shirt. And I was like, it's the uniform. It looks all nice and snappy and new. Yeah, it's all brand new. It's not worn down. And she was just like,
And let's take a quick moment to shout out our favorite sponsor, the best sponsor of all time, our good friends at Honeysuckle Brand. Honeysuckle is your go-to recreational hemp retailer specializing in only the good stuff. From CBD to variations of Delta 8, Delta 9, whether you're into gummies, vapes, or pre rolls, they've got a little something something for everyone. But that's not all. Honeysuckle is revolutionizing the game with their cannabis infused nectars that can elevate your adult beverages to a whole new level. Imagine turning your usual drink into a sensational experience. Ready to try it out? Click the link below to get 15% off your first purchase. Let Honeysuckle give you a start to some happy days. Cheers, amigos. Go check out Honeysuckle. Hit the link in the show notes below to get you that 15% off, brought to you by Honeysuckle. No, that's funny, though. No, I've never flirted with anybody since we've been together, right?
I don't know.
You've never wanted to stab a hoe before. No, yes, you have. My favorite thing is going through the drive-thru with Noelia, because if they say anything nice to me, she's like, "Why the fuck are they talking to you like that?"
Nicole used to do that too, just to fuck around. She's like, "Who the fuck is that bitch? Why is she being so fucking nice?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
I
was a little too nice.
I don't like when they call you sweetie. I think I'm so mad.
I don't think she liked it when they called me. I think they called me like honey.
Yeah. Oh my god, that one. Oh no. No. Wasn't that one girl that we went out to eat and she kept like saying honey to you?
Yeah, she got mad.
We left her no tip. We left her no fucking tip. I think it was at Hooters or no, we went to Twin Peaks.
It was Twin Peaks.
We went to Twin Peaks and she just kept like talking to you. And I'm like, I understand that your job is to like, you know, be cute and whatever. Uh-huh. But like, if you see a married man with his wife, you should know better. Like, but you should know better.
To be fair, we were at Twin Peaks.
I don't care. So we left her.
We kind of wait.
No, so we left her a no tip. I remember leaving no tip, and I think at the bottom,
wasn't it because I was too high anyway?
No. And then at the bottom, I put next time, don't flirt with my husband.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god!
Yes, I did.
I'm very not psycho. That's so funny.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
You don't touch what someone.
I need a pepperoni pizza.
Why? Is that your code word?
You've never heard that?
No.
We need a call to order a pizza. A domestic violence situation.
Oh my god, I have heard it.
He's like, 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza.
I didn't know that was
no extra cheese.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And then when you go to a bar, if you feel endangered as a woman, you tell the bartender you need an angel shot.
Oh.
And they call the cops.
Oh, that's nice.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that one.
And then there's another one, but I can't remember what it is. It's another one. It's another type of shot. You ask for another type of shot, and they'll call the cops.
Wait, did you tell Alan about our adventure that one night that we went clubbing?
When we went to Montrose?
Yeah. And then we stayed up till like 5 a.m. Did you ever
Did I? I think I did tell him that we raved till 5 a.m.
We slept until 5 p.m. the day after.
You slept till 5 p.m.
Did you do?
I woke up.
To do what?
To go to work.
No, that's every other day.
No, sometimes I fuck with Nicole, like where I take a day off or whatever, and there's like it's like arguing, but it's like we're fucking with each other.
Yeah, you're bickering.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I knew my ass should have just woke up, clocked in, and went to work. And she's like, take your ass to work then. Take your ass to work then. I didn't want you here anyway. And I was like, damn.
My favorite thing is to pick at Noelia when we're bickering. Like, just find a way to
take it
run
easy.
away.
I hate
And then when she gets pissed off, I'll be like, take it easy.
I hate that. It makes me laugh every time. You're cute.
That's my favorite thing to do, is just get you to the point where you're ready to snap. I'm like, take it easy.
I'm so excited for us to have kids because I want to see like a little version of you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
was
do.
a bad little kid.
I am so excited to see a little version of you. And you know what I told him, Alan? I told him if any of our kids do some shit that I know he would do, his ass is getting beat. Not our kid. His ass.
He's like, it's in my genes.
So if our child comes up to me and says, take it easy, Mom, I'm going to go beat you.
Alan, large pepperoni pizza, please.
Did you know that diarrhea is hereditary?
Diarrhea?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, God.
It's hereditary.
I don't have
It runs in your genes.
God damn it. You mean Joe Biden's genes.
So
Over your head.
Our kids are...
No, it's a joke. It runs in your genes.
Oh. I got it now. Don't find it.
Went right over your head.
No, but so like Nicole, I keep telling her, I was like, man, can you imagine, you know, like there being multiple of me or whatever? And she's like, I could barely stand your ass. And now she's just like, man, I can't wait. I can't wait till there's like a little you running around. I was like, you said you could barely handle my ass now. What makes you think a mini me is going to be?
Aw, can you imagine if we have kids together? Oh, that's going to be so cute. I love that.
I guess that depends on y'all's timeline.
I don't know if a little Al.
Because I'm under pressure. I'm under pressure. My dad said he's ready today.
My mom's been ready since yesterday.
I don't think
so.
And it's kind of weird though that my dad's always said that I'm ready, and my mom always hated like the idea of like messing around with her and telling her, "Come on, you're gonna be grandma." She's like, "Hell no, I'm not that old." And now she's the one that be cracking jokes about being a grandma and stuff.
Aww.
Oh, that's cute. I guess it's because you're about to get married, bro.
I think that's really what it is. I think my mom's gonna cry.
I think so too. I think your dad's gonna cry. Your dad seems like the guy that's gonna shed a tear at his son's wedding.
But he's gonna stay at home.
I'm still gonna cry. He's gonna make it official.
I guess.
Yeah, my parents don't have an issue with us
stay home after being married. I wouldn't cry. I'd be like, he's still staying with me.
My mom cried.
Your mom did cry.
My mom bawled at the wedding.
She knew I was like we were gonna move out.
My mom was bawling. She knew her favorite son was leaving the nest.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Daniel.
Oh shit, buddy! I think this is a good point to end the podcast. It's kind of late.
Yeah, I already showered, so it didn't really matter what time I go to bed. I can just go to bed.
I'm old. I need to get at least 7 hours of sleep. I can't do the 5 hours of sleep anymore.
I do it practically every night, and it kicks my ass.
Yeah.
When you texted me earlier, if we could start at like I think it was like 8:30, 8:45. That wasn't me that texted you back. That was Nicole. I was asleep.
I figured. Your texts are so different when she answers.
Yeah. No. I was asleep. I was like, I'm taking me a nap. I'm tired. It's too hot out here for a player.
I used to take naps every day for lunch, and now that I work at home, I never take a nap.
I can't take a nap at my job during lunch or during breakfast because I don't trust them motherfuckers because they play pranks on each other.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, I don't trust any of them.
I remember you told me.
I used to pull, especially when I was in the Southwest store. I used to pull so many pranks on people, especially when they would go to the bathroom and throw firecrackers in there.
I'll never forget working with Daniel. Be like, "What's for lunch?" A nap. That's what's for lunch.
Again, I was sleeping for like 5 hours a night, so I was always like sleep deprived.
We were like Fuck going out to eat, dude. Let's go turn on our cars and just go to sleep.
A nap and an energy drink.
And then we were taking 2-hour naps.
Then
2-hour naps.
made it with you sleeping in the car.
Oh yeah, I used to sleep in that car all the time. The fact that that car lasted as long as it did blows my mind.
Like, I just thought about that right now. The fact
the
that
hoopty.
you used to always sleep in the car.
Yeah.
Dang.
Every day. I used to sleep in the car.
That was a good car.
Yeah, Nicole was kind of like, I don't understand how you can sleep there. I'm like, when you're tired, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Turn the AC all the way up, kick the seat back.
Yeah. And for me, I would just sit there, grab my hat, and cover my eyes, and I'm like,
yeah. Same. I would just turn the AC all the way up and just pass out. But like I said, I think this is a good spot to end the podcast. It was a fun conversation. It went everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Doesn't it always, though?
How did we go back to weddings?
I don't know.
I brought it back.
He brought it back.
I brought it back.
He rolled it.
We're going into the dwarf planet.
Oh yeah.
And I had to bring us back down to Earth.
I should still sitting in my head rent free how there's a dwarf planet we never learned about.
Speaking of which, by the way, before we ended, about y'all's dwarf planet, did you ever see that TikTok that I sent you?
I don't.
It was a conspiracy about the pyramid wars and stuff.
Ooh.
What pyramid?
Where apparently before it was like a conspiracy or whatever of like researching like old like tribes and civilizations, ancient civilizations, that apparently there was a pyramid war. So there's pyramids all over Earth and there's pyramids in Mars.
Yeah.
And there's apparently a Stargate on Earth that apparently was linked to Mars.
In Iraq?
I don't know where. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I watched the TikToks, but there's a Stargate somewhere on Earth.
Apparently, that was the real reason of why the U.S. attacked Iraq. That they believe there's a Stargate there.
I don't even know what the Stargate is.
You don't know what a Stargate is?
It's a portal from like one planet to another.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, there's like a few in the world, but there's supposedly one known one in Iraq.
Interesting. I've never heard of this.
But they never really had weapons of mass destruction. What they had was a Stargate.
I've never heard of
that. That it was a Stargate, and the reason why Mars looks the way that it looks is because it's a byproduct of nuclear warfare.
Well, fun fact about what I was talking about earlier about how there's a sweet spot where if the planet stays there long enough, it'll develop life. Apparently, Mars was in that sweet spot, and the asteroid that is now known as Ceres, the dwarf planet, actually hit Mars and knocked it out of that sweet spot.
And then there's a conspiracy about the moon being hollow and how it stays in the same orientation at all times. Because you never see the dark side of the moon.
I cannot wait to work for NASA. Can you imagine all the stuff that I can know and I will not tell you?
I will go crazy if you like. If you can't answer whether there's aliens or not, I'm like, you're fine. You're gonna be my insider. I can secrets.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Especially
all I need is can you please secure a spot for me and my family to go into space? If we have to evacuate the planet, please.
I just want to know if there's aliens. Finally answer that question for me.
I would love to have that information at my disposal. That would be so freaking cool.
That would be really cool.
I do think
because they're classified.
No, but I feel like I could get there.
Access from
but you might also get very paranoid knowing that information because any small slip up and the government comes after you because they'll be watching you a lot closer.
I mean, I don't do anything bad.
No, I'm just saying, like, once you get that clearance, they'll like really be watching you, kind of thing.
Hold up, Mike.
That's fine.
I don't know.
I still think that would be really cool to know all this stuff. I need to know
there's aliens. I'm pretty sure there was life on Mars at some point because I have seen that about the pyramids.
Oh, you have? Mars. I've never heard of that.
And apparently, there's a pyramid on the moon, on the dark side.
Interesting. Wait, how are they seeing it? How would they have seen that?
We've been also.
We have?
Yes. One of the Apollo missions was
Where do
to
you
the dark
even
side of the
learn
moon.
this?
Where?
Yes. Do you
The
just
internet.
but do you just endlessly watch TikToks or like?
I don't watch TikTok.
Geez.
I rarely use TikTok. I thought it got banned for the longest time. I haven't even opened it.
I hardly ever like. I don't even know how you find the time to do all
I
that.
listen to a lot of podcasts.
Oh, that's true.
But also the other thing, the other thing about the pyramids in Egypt, they're saying that it used to be like a
generator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
where it uses hydrogen.
No. It was a hydro pump. It was literally. It's literally built to act like a pump and suck water from the Nile River, and then it would pull it in that force of the water. They would use it to generate power, kind of like the way a dam works, where it uses the flow of the water.
And it was wireless, like electricity.
That's really cool.
Yeah, just like what Nikola Tesla.
I wonder if we'll ever know all these like conspiracies, like if they're actually true.
They're slowly like leaking through government declassified files.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much I want to read, and I just don't have the time.
Listen to podcasts. That's all I can say.
I know, but that's biased. You can't always go off of what a podcast says.
Well, no, that's why I research it. Why do you think I researched Ceres after I found out about it?
I mean, I know that, but like I didn't see any of those research. What was your actual research? What resources did you use?
NASA's website. First of all, to look at the pictures because they are on NASA's website.
Yeah, but did you do the rest of your research on NASA?
I mean, I look at the NASA website and then I look on Google, like whatever I could find.
There we go. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, it's not biased.
It's not valid.
It is valid because I'm not just looking at one thing. I'm
still trying to look for the picture of Cyrus's dark side.
Yeah, I showed you the other day, didn't I? It's spelled CERES.
No, babe, I'm not saying that you're lying, but what I'm saying is like other podcasts could totally be like pulling this stuff out of their butt and like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, let me show you.
I think I smoked too much.
Check this out. You see it?
Oh, so that's the photo of it?
Or is the dark side? You can't tell me that doesn't look like some sort of base.
I mean, it could be.
I mean,
that or it's some.
The fact that they don't even teach us about this planet is what I found the most interesting, to be honest. Like, I find that crazy.
When did they officially name it a planet?
Let's see. Oh shit! Let's end this podcast real quick before we do all
that. Ow, my ears.
That was disgusting. I don't even know how that landed on me.
You're welcome.
Ew.
Let's see. Ceres was founded. It was originally spotted in 1801. 2015, Ceres became the first dwarf planet to receive a visit from the spacecraft.
Excuse me.
It's pretty cool. All right, but anyway, this is a good time to end the podcast. I think all y'all agree. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up, a 5-star review. This has been the Weekly D Podcast. I'm your host, DannyG. That was Mr. AOZ. And that was my lovely wife, Noelia, who joined us today. Remember, if you can't get it daily, get it weekly. Peace.